Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kelby Thomas Smith. I'm going to be the moderator on tonight's Republic Call. This call is the first Republic Call of 2011. I said something on the previous recording which got scratched, and some of you have already heard it, but 11 years ago, I was planning and storing food because I thought there was going to be an incredible crash at the Y2K. And boy, what a joke. Anyway, it's just amazing that 11 years has gone by. I also said get ready to hear things that are going to sound impossible, and get ready to understand that you're about to be a part of history. So if you're new to the Republic, this call is going to be an unbelievable experience. We apologize about the inconvenience of having to come over onto this line. This call will be and is being recorded and will be posted to the homepage. So anybody that's going to miss it, just go to the homepage and you're going to get the call to hear it any time for download. We recommend that you simply right-click on it and download the document so that you're not in a position where you're trying to stream with 150, 200 other people. At any given time on the Republic of the United States.org website, we have both Republic of the United States.org, Republic for the United States.org. Those two websites go to one website. We also have a third, which is going to be the records part, meaning where we store the data, where new people can go and get their identifications. That website address is Bureau of Republic Records.org. Again, Bureau of Republic Records.org. We are going to be having a question and answer queue tonight. We're going to be speaking no more than about 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock. This has been an interesting evening to start, and I do not like going through hiccups or headaches. We had Thomas Jenkins call the conferencing bridge to find out what happened. They said never in the history of their company in 10 years have they had a line crash, and that line will not be back up tonight. As Wade, our Republic chaplain, said, we are being attacked. There's been times where I've been on radio shows and where when I called in the radio show, we got spiked. And one time, I got spiked 14 times. The only thing that I did to stop the spiking, because I couldn't control anything else, was I prayed to my Heavenly Father. Now, a lot of people aren't ready to hear a Republic call that brings Christianity or a relationship with God into the call. I just want to say to those people, that is why you have the freedom you have to worship the God you wish to choose to worship, is because of this Christian nation. That's who we are. We are the Republic for the United States of America. We are the government and the only lawful government on the land in these here 50 republics. We do not call them states. Sometimes we screw up and call them states, but they are truly republics. People don't understand the difference of what a republic is versus what a state is. And I'm going to take a couple minutes and explain those things to you guys so that you have a clear understanding. Forgive me, I do have a slight cold and I am trying to get over it. But this call is so important. Not as important as the prayer call that we have on Monday nights, but this call is so important because it's bringing a freedom to people. It's almost like I get teared up. I get emotional when I think that I get the opportunity to talk to the world, give them a freedom that they don't have currently. And we don't want to discuss why we know you don't have a freedom. You will learn that as you come into the Republic. I have a friend named Don. He started bothering me. He was an employee and a friend about 2.5 years ago. He used to bug me every day about this guy named Tim Turner, about this Republic, about UCC, about this and about that. I once got so upset with this guy, I yelled at him and told him, get the hell out of my office. Literally. Now, does that sound like a Christian man? Well, some people will get under the best Christians can. That day I was mad at him. At least I'm being honest enough to tell you. Well, he stood firm and he said, no, you will listen. And when I saw the conviction in my friend's heart, that guy forever changed my life by standing firm on his conviction. And I really want you to hear what I just said. That conviction is why I am here. One man a goofball of a friend, by the way, and I'll say it to him to his face, and he's going to listen to this tomorrow. He's not already listening to it right now. That one man that stood up and gave his heart to me and showed me his conviction is why I'm here. Now I'm moderating the national phone calls. I'm giving my conviction to you. I can't express how important this is for this nation to rally behind this republic that is newly seated. What is this republic? What is the history of the republic? This is the part of the red pill that you really don't want to take, but you have to if you want freedom. And when I say red pill, there's a movie called The Matrix for all you older people. I mean, really old. If you haven't seen the movie Matrix, go watch it. Keanu Reeves, he's a star actor. He's offered a red pill or a blue pill. And the red pill, when he takes it, brings him into a reality. That's all I'm trying to convey here. This pill that you're about to swallow of what the republic is and what you have actually been lied about for the last 150, 160 years is the most important story that we could ever convey to you. In 1860, at the beginning of the Civil War, the republic never came back and reset in Congress. They disbanded. I don't even remember what the term they call it, but basically they vacated their seats. They walked away from their chairs. And for the last 160 years, the chairs have been covered by a linen blanket, and they're collecting dust, waiting to be re-inhabited. Now you're saying to yourself, wait a minute, there is a Congress in Washington, D.C. This Congress is absolutely seated. This Congress convenes every day. Well, I'm going to tell you who that Congress is right now. In 1871, the 41st Congress, again, listen to me, this is congressional law. Okay? This is something that is in the records. This isn't made-up baloney. The 41st Congress decided to incorporate as the United States of America, all capital letters. What's the difference of the all capital letters versus the upper and lowercase letters? A lot in law. Well, they incorporated and then they assigned the District of Columbia, that 10 square mile area, which is not a part of the United States. Have you ever asked yourself that question? Why isn't the District of Columbia considered a state? Why is it a sole sovereign jurisdiction? Well, it's because this corporation wanted to make sure that the people wouldn't have rights over them on that 10 square mile piece of area. And for the next 150 years, that corporation started converting the republics to states. If you go back in time, the republics were called republics. If you look at today, they are called state of, like state of California. The thing is, the state of California has a state of California flag, a state of California seal. But those seals and flags really only hang in the courthouses and buildings for the government. Everywhere else on the land, the California Republic flag hangs. I never even thought to ask myself that question until I had my eyes open. And I started thinking, why is there a flag on the land that says Republic of California or California Republic, and why is there one that hangs in a courthouse that says state of? I never asked myself those questions. Those questions and many others are going to be questions you're going to be asking yourself for the rest of your life. And you're going to understand that law is everything. Words are everything. Upper and lowercase letters are everything. Well, as I said, back in the 1800s, the original Congress disbanded. They're called de jure. Now, what we've done on the Republic of the United States.org website is we've posted a document on the homepage, and that document is the Black's Law definition of de jure versus de facto. Those are two simple words that are being introduced to you. The reason why it's important is you need to understand that our news media, our major news outlets, Fox News, CNN News, they refer to our government as de facto. If you don't believe me, go YouTube it and find it. You're going to be shocked. You're going to realize that the news media refers to it as de facto. Okay, so what? We got a de facto government. Big deal. Why is it such a big deal? Go to the homepage, republicoftheunitedstates.org, and read why it's a big deal. It's not a legitimate government. Wait a minute. You're trying to tell me I'm a real man? I have been operating in and with a government that is not legitimate? Are you calling me stupid? They get votes. They have a president. They're able to operate. They have the largest military in the world. How is it that they are able to operate? That's the biggest con of them all. This is how they're able to operate. And we've invited a gentleman by the name of Ken on the phone to help you understand as well how they're able to operate. After I get done, I'm going to invite him to open up and discuss some of these things. But here's the nutshell. There's a thing called adhesion contracts. Go look it up. You don't have the time to explain it all. It just basically means you're signing on things that you don't realize you're signing. The first thing that happens is when your parents get married, they sign a marriage license. Now, this is the biggest, ugliest, deepest, meanest scam against the people. That marriage license literally makes the product of the union belongs to the state. In every marriage contract with the state is the superior and the people are the inferior, and you're only the caretakers of your children. So as we think in the body of a people, we think, well, how come the state has a right to come in and take my children? Well, you know what? If you're a child abuser, you don't have a right to raise children. If you're I can go on with that, but I don't want to upset some of you child abusers out there. And I know some people are laughing, but there are some people that will hit their kids a little hard. You don't deserve children. You need to love on your children. But here's the point. The state doesn't have a right to your children. They're yours. That's the bottom line. Unless you sign an agreement that says otherwise. And that's what your marriage contract is. The second thing is when you actually have children, you go through a birthing process in a hospital, and the hospital makes you sign a document, and you need to really check out these documents because they're certificates of live birth. And the mother is referred to on these documents as a mother in one section, and on the other section she's referred to as the informer. Then we have a social security card. Then we have a driver's license, and we have all these new bank account, car loans, credit cards, things that are adhesion contracts. Here's a good one. Let's talk about the driver's license for 1 second. The state of California has an application for a driver's license. On the back of it, there's all these things that say, I agree, I agree, I agree. And basically, they're things that I always thought they automatically had a right to. But basically, when you're signing that contract, you're giving them consent and that you agree to the terms of that contract. So they are asking for your permission to get you to acquiesce through an adhesion contract into their jurisdiction through that driver's license. One of the best lines on a California driver's license application says, I understand that I am in the United States, upper and lowercase, under federal jurisdiction. Well, normally you wouldn't make any big deal over that. I'm in the United States. Yeah, I'm in the United States under federal jurisdiction. Under federal, yeah, I'm in the, yeah, okay, fine. Sign it. Well, guess what? Go look in Black's Law at the definition of United States, upper and lowercase. Go look in Black's Law at the definition of federal and jurisdiction in these various words. Basically what you just said, you said, I am a 14th Amendment citizen under the United States Corporation in the District of Columbia. That's what you agreed to on that driver's license application when you signed the front side. So you get your driver's license and you start thinking that, wow, I've got this right to travel now. they finally gave me the ability to travel in this vehicle